The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Uzomah. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Joe Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
11 MT. 11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. in trouble, and the ball's it's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A toss left, Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. After one, it's 9-0. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st down, Mahomes rolling to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they will finally catch. But not before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll buy some time. He'll diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. It's a foot race. The 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And some room to maneuver. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Shifts by him. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
76 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Rivers free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Mixon running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end sample. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 44, Prescott eluding the pressure right.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And he is caught by Lamb.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Rolling to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Prescott now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal, a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
74 yards.
and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Dancing to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play of the half. Prescott steps away. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get 11. Stop.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Big 13.
A handoff to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4. It continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action now, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon with a first down and more. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 71 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Prescott off play action. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34 from the red zone now. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
2nd down and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. 11 Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver
yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, some strong running. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
41 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On play action, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Carlos Watkins there on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.